Shubhodaya, good morning all. In one of the commentaries, Shankaracharya, he mentions it's how a person can explain the taste of creamy yogurt or a milk or grape juice or a honey to a person who hasn't tasted. And even a person has tasted, tongue has tasted that one, lips haven't tasted. 1,000 words from the lips cannot explain the drop of taste of honey on the tongue. It's tongue, it's experienced, but lips are expressing. I can give a commentary for a couple of hours on a taste of a honey, but if you haven't experienced that one, so lips cannot explain the taste of that one. And there is no substitute to the self-experience. You can't learn from others' experience. If others have experienced that one, others' experience cannot be communicated to others. That you have to experience yourself. And yoga, that unlike I can go to a Vedanta lecture, it's sit in the back. It's a second-hand information. Yoga, it's helps us to get the first-hand experience. And in yoga, it talks about Atma. One word, Atma, opens up differently. Atma means body, Atma means mind, Atma means individual soul, Atma means the supreme soul. Same word, Atma, opens up differently. Atma, that it says, first understand this body, this physiology. We need to understand the physiology. It's what this body means. What is the composition of this one? What is the nature of the body? What is the prakriti? You understand this body, that is the physiology. After understanding that one, understand beyond that one what is called a psychology. It's a physiology, beyond that one is a psychology, beyond that one there is what is called as individual soul. Individual soul, try to understand what is individual soul. And the supreme soul is, some commentators, they say that individual soul and the supreme soul are the same. And some commentators, they differ on that one. What is the relationship between the individual soul and the supreme soul? And Ramana Maharshi, that he says, know thyself. Know thyself means know yourself first before you understand the supreme soul. You need to understand your soul first before understand the supreme soul. And Arjuna asked the same question. In the 13th chapter, he asks, what is this field? What the kshetra means? What is the knower of the field? Kshetra, it's what is the field? Who is the knower of the field? He asked that question. And we think that we are the owner of this body. If I have a problem with some stomach pain, I can't understand what is the problem. I go to a specialist. They do scanning and they do the investigation. If I am the owner of this body, I should know everything. If something is wrong with my body, I go to some specialist. So it indicates I am not the owner of the body. And if I am the owner of the body, I should know each and every part of the body and each and every part of the system. But I don't understand. Arjuna asked that question. Who is this? What is the field? What is the knower of who is the knower of the field? Shri Krishna starts off with in the 13th chapter, it's this body is called as kshetra. Kshetra means this body. And knower of this field is called as kshetrajna. The Supreme Lord, he is called as kshetrajna, knower of the field. He is not only in this body, he is the knower of all the fields. He says, he starts off with saying that it's not only the individual field, he knows each and every field completely. That is the kshetrajna. And it's in Kathopanishad also gives an example. There is a chariot. We are just sitting on the chariot. And owner of the chariot he is the owner of the chariot. If he asks us to get off from the chariot, we have to get off. This body is finished. That if we are the owner, we can continue on the chariot forever. But we are not the chariot, and we are just a passenger, and he is the owner of the chariot, and he drives the chariot. Body is the chariot, and soul is just mounted on the chariot, and he is the owner. If he asks us to get off, time has come, your destination has come, get off, we have to get off. And he is the owner of the chariot. He starts off with this one. It's a very beautiful chapter that in this book I was looking at that one. The first sloka is missing. In some of the books that Arjuna's question is missing, and it's Arjuna's question. It's in the original Bhagavad Gita, it is there. What is the field? Who is the knower of the field? And here Sri Krishna starts off with this one. Repeat after me. Idam shariram kaunteya. Idam shariram kaunteya. Kshetram ityadhibhiyate. Kshetram ityadhibhiyate. Etadyo vetitam prahuhu. Etadyo vetitam prahuhu. Kshetrajnam iti tadvidaha. Kshetrajnam iti tadvidaha. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi. Sarva kshetreshu bharata. Sarva kshetreshu bharata. Kshetra kshetrajnayor jnanam. Kshetra kshetrajnayor jnanam. Yatta jnanam matam mama. Yatta jnanam matam mama. We'll continue next week. You bring your Bhagavad Gita. And in the same chapter, last week we talked about 20 qualities required by a practitioner. It's a sadhaka. The 20 qualities we had to inculcate. We started off last class. Amanitvam adambitvam. Ahimsa kshanti arjavam. Acharyo upasanam shaucham. Stairyam atma vinigraha. Indriyarteshu vairagya. Anahankara evacha. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Dukkha doshanudarshanam. Asakti anabhishvangaha. Putradara grihadishu. Nityam cha samachittatvam. Ishta anishto upapattishu. Maichananya yogena. Bhaktiravya abhicharini. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Arati janasansadi. Last one, it's this the 20th quality. It talks about Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam. Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam. Eta Jnanamiti Proktam. Ajnanam Yatato Anyatha. These are the 20 qualities. Here 20 quality program that in Patanjali Yoga Sutra it talks about 10 qualities, 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. What are the 5 qualities we have to inculcate? What are the 5 qualities we have to avoid? But Patanjali talks about that one, whereas Bhagavad Gita here it talks about 20 qualities required by a seeker of a higher knowledge. What are the 20 qualities? It's last week we covered amanitvam, adambitvam. Amanitva, not to hanker after your name and fame, not to go after the publicity. It's a practitioner of it's a higher knowledge. Does his or her practice very quietly. It's not for public display. It's a display. It is not the practice. You do it very quietly. And adambitva, not to be proud of your practice, not to be too haughty of I am doing this many hours of sadhana. You are not doing, not to belittle others, and not to be too proud of your sadhana, adambitvam. It's not to be boastful of your practice. And ahimsa means your existence should not be a burden to others. Live such a way that you are not a burden to the society, burden to the family members, burden to the friends, and live such a way that you are not burden to others. It's ahimsa. Ahimsa is one dimension is ahimsa. And one poet, he was saying that we should live like it's a plant. It's a fragrant plant in the forest. Unnoticed by others, it emits the fragrance and dies in the forest. It's nobody notices that all it does, it emits the fragrance. Those who walk in the forest, they can feel the fragrance, but nobody notices where the fragrance is coming. Live such a way that like a forest that its flowers are emitting the fragrance. Live such a way that somebody enjoys that fragrance and quietly disappear from this world without making any noise. That quietly disappear from this world. And that is one dimension of ahimsa. And another dimension of ahimsa, when we are eating the food also, that do not eat meat. That it's ahimsa. It's do not while eating also. It's do not kill another animal. They also have brothers. They also have children. They also have sisters and parents. And they also endear their life. If you go near an ant, it runs away. It wants to protect yourself. It thinks its life is very precious. For us, it's a small creature. Its life is not important. But for its life is very important. When the soul get into any other animal's body, it thinks that is the complete. Yes, this is the best body. If it enters into the human body, we think this is the best body. It's an animal. Animal thinks it is the best body. It likes their body. Do not kill to satisfy your tongue. It's a mamsa. Mamsa, the word mamsa, unlike English or other languages, in Sanskrit, every letter is an epithet. It has a meaning. It has a mamsa. Mamsa means flesh. It has two letters, mam and sa. Ma means I. The literal meaning of this one, mam means I, sa means you. It means I give a permission for you to eat myself now, so that next life you eat me. That's the meaning of that one. Mamsa means mam, sa. I give a copyright to you. You kill me now, and your copyright, that you are giving a copyright to kill you in the next life. This is a chain. Mam means I have a right over you in the next life. If you kill me this life to satisfy your palate, you have given a copyright. That next life you are given a permission for you to kill you. And in Bible also, Old Testament, it says, if a lion kills a man, lion is blessed. If a man kills a lion, man is cursed. It's the same thing. If a lion kills a man, that means next life it will become a human. If a man kills a lion, in the next life it will be an animal, and somebody will going to kill that one. It's another dimension of eating flesh. It's not to satisfy, gratify our tongue. Tongue is only 2 square inch dimension. Once it goes into the throat, we don't know what we eaten. Only to residence time on the tongue is maybe few seconds. For few seconds, we are killing one animal. We don't have a right for that one. It's a practitioner of yoga that we got to be considerate of other animals' life also. It's a compassionate. It's part of. It's a quality the practitioner of yoga has to inculcate. Lie down on your back. We'll continue.